Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Guitar Play-Alongs. My name is Toni and this is your place for direct and interactive guitar practice. In a recent chat I had with one of my patrons, I told a little story that I want to share with you today as well, because it might be helpful for some of you who might find themselves in a similar situation that I did when let's say I was really stuck on a plateau. I was already playing guitar for many years, I must say, and I considered myself being an intermediate guitar player. I knew a lot about music theory. I studied musicology back in the day. I was playing in 2 heavy metal bands for quite some time. We were recording original music, playing live gigs. I was on the road, I was even playing bigger festival stages, and everything was fine, but it was the time when I first realized I was really stuck with my alternate picking and I couldn't make it beyond a certain speed. Of course, I was able to play faster licks as well when I was using hammer-ons and pull-offs, tapping, or some sweep phrases I worked on. But when it came to alternate picking, I was really limited in my ability to pass a certain speed. In my case, it was around 110, 120 BPM. Whenever I tried to play faster, it just sounded sloppy and, well, it was not pleasant to listen to. And this was the time when I was thinking by myself, maybe something is going wrong with my technique. I am doing something wrong. Is my right hand technique wrong? This was the time when I discovered there is something like pick slanting. Is the slanting wrong? Is the angle wrong? Is the motion coming from the wrong part of my arm or hand or wrist? Or is something wrong with the synchronization with the left hand, and so on? I was really concerned, and I was sure that somewhere out there has to be an information that I wasn't aware of. So I went down the rabbit hole. I was looking online, I was searching and researching YouTube, I was talking to former guitar teachers, to friends of mine who were able to play very, very well. And I finally found a solution to my issue and my problem, and today I want to share my method with you. So, little disclaimer, there will be no magic shortcut right now. The information that helped me was available for free online, so I put together the pieces that worked for me. I tried out several routines, practice methods, and today I want to share with you a structured and very logical step-by-step method that helped me, and I'm sure it will help you as well, because I have a day job, I have a family life. Sometimes I am and was not motivated to practice, and I made it anyways. So I'm totally sure that this method can help you, will help you, if you put in the, hard work that needs to be done. So let's start with step number 1, which is analyzing the lick you are working on and understanding the mechanics. As you can see here, there's one of the runs I played in the little beginning sequence of this video. The key here is to understand each and every string change and the grouping of the notes on every string. So I really recommend to focus on the first note of the new string. So after a string change, are you going to play a downstroke or an upstroke? So if you look closely at this example, you will see that every string change starts with a downstroke, which is the reason it is quite easy to execute, because we don't have to change the right hand technique so much. That leads us to the second part, which is beat-to-beat practice. When I first heard about beat-to-beat practice, I didn't realize how much of a game changer this would be for me. Beat-to-beat practice was the first key element that made me improve my alternate picking. So if we look again into our first example here, then you will see we are playing 5 notes, the first 5/16 notes that will bring us from the 1 of the bar to the second beat of the bar. We are practicing just this little section of 5 notes, and we are starting slow and very controlled. We're trying to make it as clean and controlled as possible. So this is the first chunk we are practicing. The next chunk are these 5 notes. Then there will be the third chunk. So we're moving through the whole run in chunks of just 1 beat plus X, so 1 beat plus 1, I should say. And later you can add 2 beats plus 1 and build up the whole run and try to bring it up to speed. But first, speed bursts. So the next steps are speed bursts. I learned that speed bursts are very helpful to find your motion that is necessary to play fast. Well, that sounds weird in a way, but I find it feels different when I play fast compared to when I play slow. So limiting the amount of notes really helps to bring up the speed and to find the right motion of your hand. If you look at all the great guitar players out there that can pull off lightning fast alternate picking, you will soon realize that their technique doesn't look the same. If you compare, I don't know, Vinnie Moore to Yngwie Malmsteen to Paul Gilbert, who all can play great alternate picking, it looks totally different. Not mentioning Marty Friedman. What? So no one can explain the technique that will work for you personally. You have to find it for your own. At least that's what I think. Because no one was able to come to me and say, Tony, you have to do this and this and this, and then you will be able to play fast. No one could explain the way it feels. And speed bursts help so much by finding the way it feels when you play fast. Give it a try. Follow along in our play along section later in this video, and you will hopefully see what I mean. And to be fair, in the beginning it feels like you're just repeating bad licks or bad movements because it sounds sloppy and it's not clean at all. But for me personally, I wasn't afraid of building bad habits because I know it's a certain practice technique, a method that should help me break through a speed barrier. And soon after I stick to it for a couple of days, I realized that what sounded very sloppy in the beginning started to clean up, and after some days of practice I made those little chunks of notes sound really clean and precise. The next step for me was staying relaxed. Relaxation is really an important thing. Whenever you see great players, it looks so easy and effortless, and I'm quite sure it's because it feels not necessarily easy, but at least effortless to them. Relaxation is key when you try to play fast alternate picking. I struggled a lot with tension in my forearm here, and I really used the small gaps in between the speed burst practice to, just relax my shoulders, my arm, my wrist, and just try to go up to speed, but without building up any tension in your muscles. And of course, as always, repetition. Repetition is key. Practice doesn't bring results overnight. It's a product of being focused and staying in the zone for at least, a couple of weeks in my case. So go through the licks systematically. Maybe set up timers. Say you want to go through step 1, 5 minutes, step 2, 5 minutes, step 3, 5 minutes, and so on. And then just move on. Doesn't matter if you are at 120, 130, that doesn't matter at all. It doesn't even matter if it's clean in the beginning, I should say. Just put in the work, do your 5 to 10 minutes every day for every step, and then return the next day and do it again. Go through it, take it as a routine to go through on a daily basis, and you will see real improvement. And I know this might sound unconventional, or there are even very opposite opinions about how to achieve fast playing, especially when it comes to me saying it's okay when it's sloppy in the beginning, it cleans up over time. This is what helped me. And I feel like if somebody had told me 10 years ago, practice like this, I would be able to play way faster today than I am actually able to. So please try it for your own. If it works for you as it did for me, awesome, great. If you have another opinion, share it with us in the comments, but please be kind. To help organize your practice and to systematically break through your personal speed barrier, I created a whole practice and play along workout that is free for all my Patreons during February 2024. You can access my Patreon page by clicking the first link in the description box below this video. If you are on our Patreon right now, you can check the link in the description box down below. There you can purchase the whole play along workout. You can download it and keep lifetime access for you. Besides an easy to follow 8-step method that will make you a faster player in a logical step-by-step workout routine, I also included worksheets, printable tabs, additional tips and tricks to finally overcome your picking speed plateau. We will together go through all the steps I talked about, starting very slow at 80 BPM, raising the speed until 150 in a play along manner you know from my videos. Just give it a try and see for yourself. I am sure it will work. So let's start with today's play along practice. This play along today is just a tiny part of the whole play along workout that is available in the description box down below. Just check the link. But now let's start the practice and have fun, enjoy. Consider subscribing to this channel, give me a like if you like today's video, and have a great week, have an awesome practice. See you on the other side. Bye.